So you want to get in the game of manure composting. Well, you do have to know the rules. Depending on the size and scope of your operation, both the New Jersey Department of Agriculture and the New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection have rules that may apply to you. It's important for you to know what's mandatory and what's voluntary. Let's start with the Department of Ag rules. It oversees the animal waste management rules. These rules apply to farms with livestock and farms receiving or applying manure. If you have animals in confined areas, you must control access to surface waters. Manure storage areas must be at least 100 linear feet from surface waters. Land application of manure must follow the Ag Best Management Practices Manual. If an animal dies from reportable contagious diseases or bioterrorism, you are required to notify the state vet. Biosecurity protocols also must be followed. Some things you need to know about animal units and animal density. One animal unit equals 1,000 pounds of live body weight on an annual average basis. Now let's break down animal density. It's the number of animal units per acre of available farmland for pasturing animals and other land available for application of animal waste. Here's what the equation looks like. Let's walk this one through. If you have 40 dairy cows weighing in at 1,000 pounds each, and the herd is pastured on 50 acres, but you also have an additional 30 acres available to spread your manure on, we need to calculate the animal density. First, we take the formula, number of animal units divided by acres of available farmland for pasturing, plus acres available for application of animal waste. Basic math teaches us to do what's in the parentheses first. So, we take our acres of pasturing farmland, which is 50, add that to acres available for animal waste application, 30. 50 plus 30 equals 80. Then we take our number of animal units. Remember, one animal unit is equal to 1,000 pounds of live body weight. So this number is 40. 40 divided by 80 is 0.5. Your animal density here is 0.5. Take a minute to look over and learn these rules. You'll need to understand them for upcoming exam questions. It's also important that you know what requirements your farm needs to meet. The New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection offers 3 separate regulatory paths. The path you need to follow is based on the amount of composted material you produce each year. You must understand the difference in order to pass the exam. Let's start by looking at Path 1, compost operations exempt from NJDEP regulations. You can follow this regulation path if your farm produces less than 5,000 cubic yards per year and your composting area is less than 3 acres. Your windrows must meet a low-level technology. That means they may not be taller than 6 feet and the base width cannot be more than 14 feet. Windrow piles have to be separated by at least 16 feet on at least one side. This path also requires you to turn the piles at least 3 times during a 12 to 18-month cycle. For path number 2, composters are also exempt from NJDEP recycling facility permit requirements if they limit their material to no more than 10,000 cubic yards per year and the composting area is less than 5 acres. You must also use a low-level technology for windrows and have at least a 50-foot buffer to your property line. If your farm meets these regulations, then you're exempt from a permit requirement, but you still must comply with the following NJDEP regulations because you are allowed to take in waste from other sites. You must report how much you're taking in to the NJDEP and be sure to complete the compost operator course each year. Path number 3 gives you no exemption from NJDEP permits and regulations. This path is for operations handling more than 10,000 cubic yards of compost per year. You can obtain a permit through a 2-step process. First, the farm must be added to the County Solid Waste Management Plan. Then, submit your permit application to the NJDEP for a Class C recycling facility.